Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. This is the Windward Buddhist Temple Family Service and Intergenerational Activity Day. My name is Annette Tashiro, and I will be your MC. We'll begin with the ringing of the temple bell, or kansho, that signifies the beginning of a temple service. It is a deep and sacred ritual steeped in ancient tradition. It is the calling of the people to come together to listen to the Dharma or teachings. The temple bell represents the gratitude and deep appreciation of the members, friends, and guests of the Windward Buddhist Temple. Please sit quietly in your seat. Please rise for the meditation, followed by the chanting of the Vandana Ti-Sarana by the congregation in Pali and English. You can find it in the red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 7.
Namanda, namanda, namanda.
Please be seated. Today's sutra is Gassho with Amida. It is in the Windward Buddhist Temple Supplemental Service Book on page 14.
Namo Amida.
Nembutsu. I live in great compassion. This great power guides my life. I Gassho with Amida. Namanabu. The virtue of Amida's vow is shared equally by all, together attaining awakened mind. We are born in the land of peace. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu.
Please rise for the recitation, Golden Chain of Love, in the red Jodo Shinshu service book on page 126. Golden Chain of Love. I am a link in Amida's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only on happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in Amida's golden chain of love be bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Please continue to stand for the Gatha, Quest of Life, in the brown praises of the Buddha book on page 126.
Let us see peace in our
Thank you very much. Please be seated. I'd like to introduce our Dharma talk speaker, our minister, Reverend Barbara Brennan.
Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. Well, good morning. It has been a very difficult month for Lahaina and all of Maui. And there are many of you here who know friends or have relatives who are deeply affected by this disaster. The headquarters has established the Maui Disaster Relief Fund, which is being managed by the Social Concerns Committee to provide outreach to those in need, which enables us to continue to offer support. Well, this morning's story is a happy story, more or less. So we'll get started. Happy Hippo, Angry Duck. This is a book of moods. He doesn't look very happy, does he? Do we sometimes have this angry look, maybe? Yeah, maybe when our grandsons misbehave. Not babies. Hello, little person. This is for the benefit of the kids, but it's also for the benefit of the adults. Hello, little person. How are you today? Is your mood quite terrific? Or only okay? Are you happy as a hippo with friends that sit on your nose? Or angry as a duck? Oh my goodness. Maybe sad as a chicken. Can you sadly say cluck, cluck, cluck? The chickens around our place are not sad. They're very loud. The roosters are very happy, you know. Are you grumpy as a moose? Oh boy, some days are like that, huh? Or excited as a dog. Looks like he's gonna go have something to eat. He's so happy. Are you worried as a rabbit? Or contented as a frog? How fortunate he gets to lean against a beautiful flower. Some of the frogs around our place, though, they're kind of noisy at night too. And if they don't jump out of the way, especially at night, they just don't get to have another day, you know. And then somebody has to clean them up. That's life. Perhaps, like a pig, you are sweetly amused. Do we think of pigs as being sweet? I don't know. This pig looks very happy. Or perhaps, like a cow, you're completely confused. Next time you see a cow, you might want to kind of look to see what its expression is. You might feel that somehow you've lost all your fizz. especially when it's so warm. We tend to just not want to do anything. Even though we had a month off, did you all have your lists of things to do? I didn't. Some of them kept on getting put lower and lower on my to-do list. I feel for this dog who lost his fizz. Or you're frazzled, like a frazzled thing. I'm not sure what that is, but I think we all have frazzled times, don't we? But we get through them. Well, I hope you're happy, but if you're not, you have friends who will help you. We like you a lot. It's so important to have supportive friends. And a difficult mood is not here to stay. Everyone's moods will change day to day. Isn't that the truth? We could wake up on the good side of the bed, or we may kind of fall out and have a bad day. Unless you're that duck, he's always this way. I don't think any of us are like that, right? That's it. This book, I was babysitting, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I was babysitting my 1-year-old, and he has tons of books. He loves books. But, for a 1-year-old, you start reading it, and you get maybe past the first page, and then he's going for another book, But I figured adults pay a little more attention, so I figured I had you captured. So as children and adults, do we have days like this? This is really something we ask ourselves when we wake up. Every day, there's a Buddhist saying, every day is a good day. We're so lucky to wake up. Several of our animal friends greeted us, which is great. Those of you who have a pet, you're so lucky. Especially dogs, well, maybe cats too. They seem more independent, but dogs, they love you no matter what. They don't ask questions. They know you're going to feed them, take them for a walk, and then they love to have their tummies rubbed. They're always there. My husband had a postcard. We never could have dogs. He said if we travel so much that we didn't want to leave the dog. But he had a picture, and on this postcard, he kept on his desk, it said, "God, help me to be the man my dog expects me to be." I mean, what a great reminder, right? Because sometimes we just forget to be good people because we get so caught up in our work or something else that may be going on. As in this book, the animal friends spoke up. Well, we hope you are happy, but if you're not, you have friends who will help you. We like you a lot. Whether we get excited or grumpy or angry, or be contented like a frog, or lose steam to get up and go, or feel and look frazzled, we can depend on our ohana to see us through all the ups and downs. In the book, we see the many animals being friends and supporting each other. They're just like us. Recently, I received a magazine that was from my late husband Barry's fraternity. I usually don't look at these things. I figured it didn't have anything to do with me, but I perused through the pages, and there was an article that said, "The lifelong power of close relationships." And I thought of Windward, because coming here new, it was wonderful to see how everyone is so supportive and welcoming and give support to any new person that comes in. but also give support to longtime friends. As we all age, that's really important to support each other. This article mentioned a Harvard study spanning over 80 years, which was initiated in 1938. It continues today. So for over 80 years, they tracked an original group of 724 men and more than 1,300 of their male and female descendants over 3 generations, asking thousands of questions and taking hundreds of measurements to find out what really keeps people healthy and happy. It wasn't tied to physical or mental health or longevity or career achievements or exercise or a healthy diet. The one thing continuously demonstrated its broad and enduring importance: good relationships. Other long-term studies have come to similar conclusions about the powerful role of relationships, where more social relationships and social support meant less depression and unhappiness. Good personal relationships and connections are significant factors to maintain a healthy and happy life. If we want to make one decision to ensure our own health and happiness, it should be to cultivate warm relationships of all kinds. The article states, the simple measure of time spent with others proved quite important because on a day-to-day basis, this measurement was clearly linked with happiness. On days where the men and women spent more time in the company of others, they were happy. In particular, the more time they spent with their partners, the more happiness they reported. In the Tanisho, Yuiembo quotes Shinan, "When I consider deeply the vow of Amida, which arose from 5 kalpas of profound thought, I realized it was entirely for the sake of myself alone. Then how I am filled with gratitude for the primal vow in which Amida resolved to save me, though I am burdened with such heavy karma." He further states that if you don't come to the point when you realize the teaching is addressing you personally, then everything is in vain. Treat the Dharma as if Shakyamuni, Amida, Avalokitesvara, Mahastamaprata Bodhisattva, Shinan, Renyo, and all the patriarchs are all speaking directly to you. Think they are before you, addressing you personally. As members of Windward Sangha, you have found a wonderful place not only to hear the Dharma, but to have a safe place for you to share your experiences with others, not only positive experiences, but your ups and downs. And you have so much fun playing bingo. In our Jodo Shinshu temples, we find safety, our refuge within the Buddha Dharma and Sangha. I have a quote I would like to share that is from a familiar person. When I was 5 years old, my mother always told me that happiness was the key to life. When I went to school, they asked me what I wanted to be when I grow up. I wrote down happy. They told me I didn't understand the assignment, and I told them they didn't understand life. That was John Lennon. Shinran Shonin was a strong advocate of a fraternal relationship within the life of the Dharma and encouraged his fellow followers to be aware that we all have a mutual teaching obligation, one that prevails between all men and women who identify themselves with the Dharma community. In reality, there are no formal teachers. We all support and nurture each other. A good friend of the way, called a Zenchi Shiki, is anyone with whom we come into contact, family member, spouse, friend, or stranger, and who inspires us to put our trust in Amida Buddha. Thank you so much for listening. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. With kindness and gratitude beyond words. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo.
Thank you, Reverend Brennan. Please rise for the Gatha, Buddha Loves You, in the brown Praises of the Buddha on page 24, and then please continue to stand for the Nembutsu on page 135 of the red Jodo Shinshu service book.
What a joy it is that I place my mind in the soil of Buddha's universal vow, and I let my thoughts flow into the sea of inconceivable Dharma. Shinran Shonin. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo.
Please be seated. I'd like to call on our President, Dennis Tashiro, for announcements.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. This is really a time to kind of rededicate ourselves. Now that summer's over, For the kids, they had to kind of change gears earlier. They were already back to school, at least, I don't know how long it's been, a couple weeks at least. They have to rededicate themselves to learning, right, Everly? And for us adults, we're back to the temple Sundays, rededicate ourselves to the three treasures, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, and listen carefully to Reverend Barbara's messages. Thank you, Reverend Barbara, for your message, Annette for being the MC, Alan for being a greeter, Lisa, who played the piano, Prudence, who rang the kansho, and of course Ryan doing our videoing of this service today. Today's refreshment is being provided by Team A, that's led by Lisa. We have a few guests. First we have Karen Yamada. Karen, please stand. Friends of Diane and not classmates or classmates. Terrific. Yeah, I know Karen was a big help at our, what was it that we did? Oh, the Bon Dance, when we had the what's our thing? Welcome from way back, Tatum, Rebel, with Casey. Hi, Casey. And somebody new, little Jack. He's a cute boy. Ed, good to see you back again. Did I miss anybody? Hope not. Okay, several announcements. I want to thank all of you who visited Moilili Hongwanji August, I think 6th it was. There were 25 of us that traveled all the way to Moilili. Some of us had the fun of riding a bus driven by Stan. Thank you, Stan. But I think we all enjoyed the fellowship, the hospitality of the Moilili Sangha, and of course the great refreshments. What's coming up this Friday, September 8th, there'll be a twilight concert honoring Mary Mikahala Foster from 5 o'clock to 6:30 at the Foster Botanical Garden. Mary Foster was a great friend of the Hongwanji early last century. Mary Foster was, she did much to support Buddhism in Hawaii and around the world. I have a flyer and some background on her. I'll have it posted on the bulletin board so you can kind of look through it and read more about her. But she was a tremendous person. And of course, the garden is named after her. September 21st is the International Day of Peace. And as we've done for several years now, the Honpa Hongwanji Mission of Hawaii holds an event called Ring Your Bells for Peace. We do this via Zoom, where all people gather in front of their computers, laptops, or at the temple to ring the bell. It'll be, it's a Thursday, September 21st at 9 o'clock. And typically there's a moment of silence, and then everybody, whether it's there in Hawaii, on the mainland, we've had people from Canada, and I believe from other countries. So of course, because of the time difference, it's hard to get it all the way around the world. But they've been internationally recognized, and the participation has been great in the past. We'll be celebrating here at the temple, so if you're welcome to come. Again, it's going to start at 9, so please, if you do come, be here, say 8:45. So we'll have the Zoom, we'll have the laptop set up so you can kind of see yourself, see all the other people that are involved. It'll be a fun time. This year again, we will be co-hosting the Windward Mall Bon Dance. That'll be the first Saturday in October, October 7th. We'll prepare and sell andagi, as well as manju and some other food items, as well as a bunch of other non-food items. I'll have a sign-up sheet next Sunday. We'll need a lot of people to help, so I appreciate you signing up. This year, because of the devastating wildfire on Maui and the tragic situation, especially in Lahaina, we will be donating the net proceeds from this event to the Maui Wildfire Disaster Relief Fund. If you haven't had an opportunity to donate to the relief fund, I do have a flyer. Let's see. It's actually a letter. It's signed by the Bishop Toshiyuki Umitani, by the president of the Hongwanji, Dr. Warren Tamamoto, and Reverend Blaine Higa, who is the chairman of the Committee on Social Concerns. And there's information about, if you wanted to, how to donate. There's links. I wish there was a QR code so you can easier time doing that. But if you want to go ahead and write down the web address to where you can make donations. Okay, it's in the newsletter if you have received it. As Reverend Barbara mentioned, the fund is managed by the Committee on Social Concerns, and they have made an initial donations. This is just a sampling: $10,000 to the Hawaii Community Foundation, Maui Strong Fund, $10,000 to Maui Food Bank, $5,000 to the Hawaii Red Cross, $1,000 to the Makawa Hongwanji to support evacuees, and $1,000 to Reverend I. Hironaka, the minister at the Lahaina Hongwanji, as well as to other individuals. Please support. And again, I'll have this up, and if you'd like to donate, please do so. Next Sunday is our remembrance service. If you'd like to remember a loved one who has passed away in the months of August and September, or September of any year, you may do so during the remembrance service. We'll have a sign-up sheet so you can add that person's name, and we'll, in fact, if you have a picture, you're welcome to bring it, and we'll set up the picture up here. We have a message by Prudence that she'll announce the activity that we'll have today after service.
Good morning. Being that it's International Peace Day on the 21st, today we were going to make another project, but we're going to postpone that so that we can make our peace dove. So it's an origami peace dove, okay? So those of you that want to make these will set up the table, okay?
I think Jack is excited to do some cranes. Any other announcements? Cynthia?
Good morning. Okay, since we didn't have service last month, we're going to be celebrating birthdays for August and September. So all of you that have had a birthday in August, will you please stand up and come to the front? Please? Okay, come on. Oh, here comes one. And Ryan, okay. Hey, what about Yishin? Hey? Yeah, August.
We're going to take Joanne from the ladies.
And Natasha, where is she? Oh, is she in the kitchen? Yeah. Okay, Natasha. Come. Okay, and also for the month of September, please rise and come to the front. Come on, Roy. I think Roy is also September. Oh, Axel, okay. Okay, Roy, you get a list. Oh, sorry. Okay, great. Okay, so August and September. Okay, so let us sing to them. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, wait, photo shot. Okay.
Okay, very good. One, smile. One more time.
Thank you.
Roy, you should have somebody present the lei to you. You're not supposed to put it on yourself. Okay, I think Everly has an announcement. And Jet. Turn around.
Hi, Jet and my school is having a fundraiser.
You do it.
We are selling tickets for cinnamon rolls, banana bread, hot dog manapuas, and giant pork and cheese sausage. $8.50 a ticket. Pickup date is October 7th. We will pick it up and bring it to the temple on October 8th. Please see me after service if you would like to help us. Thank you.
I was going to say public service announcements brought to you by. Any other announcements? Yes. Yeah, classes continue, Bone Fitness this month, Ikebana. Of course, there's adult Dharma classes on Saturdays. Did I miss anything? Meditation session. Okay. All right, it's time to eat. Let's do the words of thanksgiving. That's found on page 126 of the red service book. We are truly grateful for this wonderful food, a gift of life. May we share its benefits with all beings. As we partake of this food, let us remember Amida Buddha's compassion, which surrounds all people and all forms of life. Namo Amida Butsu. Itadakimasu. Thank you, everyone.